Have you ever imagined walking through the most polluted areas on Earth? In these 15 countries with the highest air pollution, PM2, 5 levels are up to 15 times higher than the WHO's safety limits, causing around 4.2 million deaths annually. Today, we'll take you through places where simply stepping outside could put your health in serious danger. Stay tuned with Fledgling Eagle for more insights. 1. Indonesia. Indonesia ranks 5th on this list, and it might come as a surprise to some. In recent years, Indonesia has gained a troubling reputation as one of the most polluted nations in the world. The level of particulate matter, particularly PM2.5, remains alarmingly high, hovering around 37 micrograms per cubic meter. Many areas of Indonesia, including the capital Jakarta, struggle with air quality that is far from fresh. Jakarta, a vibrant yet heavily industrialized city, is at the heart of this environmental crisis. Its skies are more often a dull gray than a clear blue, with the constant scent of gasoline and factory emissions hanging in the air. For residents, wearing a mask has become more of a necessity than a precaution, as the toxic air makes it difficult to breathe. Air pollution in the country is responsible for the deaths of approximately 232,000 people annually. This includes around 6,400 deaths attributed to water pollution, over 16,300 caused by exposure to harmful workplace pollutants, and more than 32,800 fatalities related to lead exposure. Indonesia is also facing severe deforestation, with nearly 40% of its forests lost in the past 5 decades. In response, the government has ambitious plans to increase the number of electric vehicles on the road to over 500,000 by 2030, aiming to reduce harmful emissions. Additionally, they have committed to halting the construction of new coal-fired power plants by 2025 and targeting net zero carbon emissions by 2050. While these initiatives are a step in the right direction, the progress toward cleaner energy remains slow, and there is still much work to be done to safeguard both public health and the environment. Hey there, where are you from? I want to know which city you're watching our video from. Please leave a comment so we don't feel lonely. A small action like this will motivate us to make more videos. Thank you and much love to you. 2. Qatar. Qatar, widely recognized as one of the wealthiest nations on the globe, also faces considerable environmental challenges, ranking among the most polluted countries. The country's PM2.5 pollution index, which measures fine particulate matter in the air, stands at a concerning 37.6. While air pollution is a major issue, Qatar's environmental struggles extend beyond the air quality. The country is severely impacted by water scarcity, a growing concern exacerbated by rapid urbanization and large-scale construction projects. Qatar's booming aviation sector has further contributed to its environmental woes, particularly during the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The event saw a significant surge in air traffic, with Qatar Airways alone operating around 60 flights daily between Doha and Dubai, adding to the already heavy carbon footprint. All right, if you're new to this channel, Fledgling Eagle warmly welcomes you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and remember to turn on the notification bell to catch our upcoming content. In light of these challenges, Qatar has set ambitious environmental goals, committing to reduce its emissions by 25% by 2030. The country is investing in renewable energy solutions, including the expansion of solar power, which is expected to meet 10% of its clean energy needs. To further improve sustainability, Qatar is also working on developing modern metro systems, aiming to reduce dependence on cars and alleviate traffic congestion. Additionally, efforts are being made to create more green spaces throughout the country, offering a respite from the urban sprawl and improving the overall quality of life for residents. Despite these initiatives, Qatar's transition to a more sustainable future is still in its early stages, and much work remains to be done to tackle its environmental challenges comprehensively. 3. Bahrain. Bahrain, a small island nation with a population of just over 1.3 million, is grappling with serious air pollution problems. In 2018, the country's PM2.5 levels averaged an alarming 60 micrograms per cubic meter, which is 6 times higher than the safe limits recommended by the World Health Organization. Although there was a slight decrease in pollution levels by 2020, the situation worsened again in 2025 with PM2.5 levels spiking once more. Bahrain's rapidly growing energy sector, its heavy reliance on fossil fuels and industrial emissions are the primary drivers of this environmental crisis. As the nation continues to expand its economy, particularly through energy and industry, the challenge of balancing economic growth with environmental sustainability has become increasingly urgent. Bahrain must find effective solutions to reduce its pollution levels while maintaining its economic momentum, ensuring a healthier future for its population and the environment. 4. China. Over the past decade, China has made notable strides in reducing pollution. But recent developments in 2023 have shown that the situation has worsened once again. As one of the largest industrial hubs in the world, China continues to struggle with air quality, particularly in its major cities. In fact, pollution levels in many urban areas are so high that children are exposed to air quality equivalent to smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Beijing, the nation's capital, is particularly vulnerable, frequently shrouded in thick smog, especially during the winter months when heating demands increase. Despite efforts to combat pollution, China's commitment to achieving carbon neutrality by 2060 is under serious threat. The rapid expansion of new coal-fired power plants, which continue to be built to meet the country's energy needs, undermines these environmental goals. This surge in coal-based energy production not only contributes to worsening air quality, but also places the health of millions of people at risk, exacerbating respiratory illnesses and other pollution-related health issues. As China moves forward, it faces the difficult task of balancing its industrial growth with the urgent need to protect both public health and the environment. 5. India. India's air pollution levels are some of the highest in the world. In 2023, PM2.5 levels reached 54.4 micrograms per cubic meter, nearly 11 times higher than the WHO's safe limit. Air pollution is now one of the leading causes of premature death in India, cutting short the lives of about 2 million people annually. In addition, widespread use of biomass fuels for cooking and energy, especially in rural areas, exacerbates the situation. India is also planning to increase coal-fired power production by 50%, which could further increase premature deaths. Traffic congestion in Indian cities also contributes significantly to pollution, with vehicles emitting double the pollution when stuck in traffic. 6. Pakistan. Pakistan is currently facing a severe air pollution crisis that has reached alarming levels. In 2025, the city of Lahore saw its PM2.5 level surge to a staggering 73.7 micrograms per cubic meter, nearly 16 times higher than the safe limit recommended by health experts. Other major cities such as Islamabad, Karachi, and Faisalabad are also grappling with dangerously high air pollution, creating widespread health hazards. The impact of this pollution is devastating, with more than 128,000 deaths reported annually due to air quality-related illnesses. In addition to the air pollution crisis, Pakistan is also contending with serious water pollution problems, which contribute to outbreaks of diseases like cholera and typhoid, further burdening the country's healthcare system. One of the most concerning aspects of this environmental crisis is the disproportionate impact on women. In Pakistan, women are often tasked with household chores such as cooking and cleaning, which increases their exposure to harmful pollutants, particularly from indoor air pollution caused by cooking with solid fuels. This makes them more vulnerable to respiratory diseases and other health complications linked to pollution. The country faces an urgent need to address both air and water pollution, focusing on public health improvements, cleaner technologies, and better access to sanitation in order to protect the lives of its citizens, especially the most vulnerable groups. 7. United Arab Emirates, UAE. Pakistan is currently facing a severe air pollution crisis that has reached alarming levels. In 2025, the city of Lahore saw its PM2.5 level surge to a staggering 73.7 micrograms per cubic meter, nearly 16 times higher than the safe limit recommended by health experts. Other major cities such as Islamabad, Karachi, and Faisalabad are also grappling with dangerously high air pollution, creating widespread health hazards. The impact of this pollution is devastating, with more than 128,000 deaths reported annually due to air quality-related illnesses. In addition to the air pollution crisis, Pakistan is also contending with serious water pollution problems, which contribute to outbreaks of diseases like cholera and typhoid, further burdening the country's healthcare system. One of the most concerning aspects of this environmental crisis is the disproportionate impact on women. In Pakistan, women are often tasked with household chores such as cooking and cleaning, which increases their exposure to harmful pollutants, particularly from indoor air pollution caused by cooking with solid fuels. This makes them more vulnerable to respiratory diseases and other health complications linked to pollution. The country faces an urgent need to address both air and water pollution, focusing on public health improvements, cleaner technologies, and better access to sanitation in order to protect the lives of its citizens, especially the most vulnerable groups. 8. Egypt. In Egypt, air pollution has become a significant public health crisis. The country's PM2.5 levels have reached an alarming 42.4 micrograms per cubic meter, far exceeding safe limits. As a result, up to 2 million Egyptians seek medical care annually for respiratory illnesses linked to poor air quality. In 2015 alone, air pollution was responsible for approximately 9,559 premature deaths, highlighting the severe impact on the population's health. While the government has taken steps to address this issue, such as regulating industrial emissions and implementing certain environmental measures, Egypt's policies remain fragmented and lack the necessary coordination to effectively tackle the problem. There is a pressing need for a more unified and comprehensive strategy to reduce air pollution and safeguard public health. Without a cohesive and sustained effort, Egypt will continue to face the devastating health consequences of air pollution, affecting millions of people every year. 9. Iraq. Iraq is grappling with a severe air quality crisis with PM2.5 levels reaching a staggering 80 micrograms per cubic meter in 2025, which is 16 times higher than the global health standard. A major contributor to this pollution is the oil industry, where methane is frequently burned off during oil extraction, releasing large amounts of harmful emissions into the atmosphere. Additionally, years of prolonged conflicts have significantly worsened the environmental situation, contaminating not only the air, but also the water and soil, creating a multifaceted crisis for the country. In response, the Iraqi government has initiated efforts such as planting trees to combat pollution. However, experts caution that while these actions may help in some capacity, they are insufficient to address the scale of the problem. Without more comprehensive measures, such as stricter regulations on industrial emissions and large-scale initiatives to clean up the environment, Iraq's air quality will continue to pose serious health risks to its population. The need for a more robust and coordinated approach to environmental protection is crucial to mitigating the harmful impacts of pollution and improving public health in the country. 10. Bangladesh. Bangladesh is facing one of the most severe air pollution crises in the world, with PM2.5 concentrations exceeding 40 micrograms per cubic meter, far surpassing safe levels. The country's industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust, and the widespread use of traditional brick kilns are major contributors to this environmental crisis. These sources of pollution, coupled with a lack of stringent environmental regulations, have led to devastating health impacts. It is estimated that air and water pollution cause around 272,000 premature deaths annually in Bangladesh, reflecting the dire consequences of this issue. The country's rapid economic growth, while improving the standard of living for many, has come at a significant environmental cost. The expansion of industries, infrastructure, and transportation has outpaced efforts to protect the environment, leading to a dangerous rise in pollution levels. Unless Bangladesh implements more effective environmental policies, the health of its population will continue to deteriorate, and the long-term sustainability of its development will be at risk. 11. Nepal. Kathmandu, Nepal, is experiencing a serious air pollution problem with PM2. 5 levels exceeding 42 micrograms per cubic meter, well above safe limits. The city's geography makes the situation even worse, as it is situated in a bowl-shaped valley surrounded by mountains, which traps pollutants and prevents them from dispersing. Rapid urbanization, a sharp increase in the number of vehicles, and an ongoing construction boom have all contributed to the growing levels of dust and pollution in the city. As a result, Kathmandu has become a major hotspot for air quality issues, affecting the health and well-being of its residents and visitors alike. This combination of natural factors and human activity has turned the city into a haven for harmful pollutants, making it one of the most polluted urban centers in South Asia. 12. Tajikistan. Tajikistan is facing a severe air quality crisis with PM2. 5 concentrations approaching 50 micrograms per cubic meter, a level that is far above what is considered safe for human health. The rapid increase in the number of vehicles on the roads, combined with a dependence on thermal power plants during dry seasons, has significantly worsened pollution levels. In addition, heavy industries, particularly cement plants, contribute large amounts of harmful emissions, further deteriorating the already poor air quality. These factors together have created a critical environmental situation, posing serious risks to the health of Tajikistan's population and challenging the country's efforts to improve public health and sustainability. 13. Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan, especially its capital city Bishkek, is grappling with an acute pollution crisis. In 2025, Bishkek became the most polluted city in the world with PM2. 5 levels exceeding 33 micrograms per cubic meter, far above the safe threshold. The situation is primarily driven by the heavy reliance on coal for heating homes during the harsh winter months. Additionally, the burning of old tires and scraps of fabric contributes significantly to the worsening air quality, releasing harmful pollutants into the atmosphere. These combined factors have resulted in dangerously high levels of pollution, severely impacting public health and quality of life for the residents of Bishkek. 14. Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, is confronting severe environmental challenges with PM2. 5 levels exceeding 40 micrograms per cubic meter, far surpassing safe limits. A major contributor to the pollution crisis is indoor air pollution, driven by the widespread use of biomass fuels like wood and charcoal for cooking. This form of air pollution, along with contaminated water sources, plays a significant role in the high rates of premature deaths in the country. Additionally, deforestation and soil erosion are intensifying environmental degradation, worsening pollution levels, and increasing the risk of diseases such as malaria. These interconnected environmental issues present a serious public health threat, requiring urgent action to protect both the environment and the well-being of the population. 15. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, located in West Africa, faces significant challenges with air quality, largely due to its heavy reliance on wood and charcoal for cooking. This practice, combined with the rapid population growth in cities like Ouagadougou, has put tremendous pressure on the country's infrastructure, leading to increased pollution levels. The poor air quality in urban areas has become a major public health issue, contributing to a rise in respiratory diseases and premature deaths. As the population continues to grow, the need for sustainable energy solutions and improved infrastructure becomes even more urgent to protect the health of residents and mitigate the environmental impact. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment below, letting us know which country you'd like to see featured next. Thank you so much for watching, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.